Bonjour, c'est Clara French in the Midlands. This video is about the difference between ce qui, ce que, and ce dont. People never know when to use which. They all mean what, but they don't mean the question what. They mean what in the middle of a sentence. Let me show you. Now, before we go any further, I just want to remind you that you can claim your free ebook, The 12 Golden Rules of French, at the link in the description. It's a short ebook that's packed with tips and tricks on how to sound like a native French speaker. Let's start with ce qui and ce que. They both mean which or what, but ce qui refers to an indefinite subject and ce que to an indefinite direct object. Let me show you how it works in an example. Now let's start with ce qui. Ce qui is usually followed by a verb and it refers to an indefinite subject. We don't know exactly what the ce qui is about, but we know it's the subject. For instance, je n'ai pas vu ce qui est arrivé. I didn't see what happened. Here, if you look in English, the what happened, the what is the subject of happened, because you could say, oh, an accident happened. So the accident is the subject, but here it's not specified. That's why it's called indefinite subject. I didn't see what happened. So always ce qui. And it helps to remember that ce qui is usually followed directly by a verb. Another example, c'est ce qui m'inquiète. That's what worries me. Here it seems to contradict what I've said, but it doesn't, because the me of m'inquiète is the me in English, what worries me. So when you look at that sentence, the whatever worries that person, is still the subject of the sentence. It doesn't matter if it worries him, her, whoever, it's still the subject. C'est ce qui m'inquiète. Now when it comes to ce que refers to an indefinite object. It's usually followed by a subject pronoun like je, tu, il, si apostrophe of c'est, okay, plus the verb. For instance, je ne sais pas ce que c'est. I don't know what it is. Here the subject is it. It is, and then we don't know what. Same for the next one. C'est ce qu'il disait hier. Obviously we should say c'est ce que il disait, but here we don't like the clash of vowels, so the e disappears. It's still there. It's just replaced by an apostrophe. That's what he was saying yesterday. So here the same thing works. He was saying what? It's indefinite, but it's definitely the object because he, which is il, is the subject. I hope that's clear. If it's not, I can provide more examples in the comments below, so do ask. Then we come to ce dont, and people are never quite sure when to use that. It's not actually that complicated. Let me show you. C'est ce dont je te parlais. That's what I was telling you about. In a previous video, we talked about dont on its own. And dont means of which or about which. So for instance, if I say to you, c'est le garçon dont je te parlais, it's the boy I was telling you about, or it's the boy of whom I was telling you about, or about whom I was telling you. The boy is definite, but here it's not definite. We don't know what the ce dont refers to. So it's vague, so that's why you need that ce at the front. C'est ce dont je te parlais. Same goes for c'est ce dont j'ai besoin. That's what I need. Literally in French, it is of which I need. C'est ce dont on parlait l'autre jour. That's what we were talking about the other day. You see, in English, you don't have this problem. You say, that's what we were talking about. In French, you cannot end with a preposition. You cannot end your sentence with about. So you say, that's about what we were talking the other day. And that's why you need the ce dont. And that's it for this one. Nice and short. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. And I'll see you in the next one. À bientôt.